Shalom, shalom. On search of biking all glories and praise and fear to your Father. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. I can get the honors to Apostle and Elder Muslim who do well, who has out David, the Bible to 144,000, like him in his earth, to spread his wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, and sincerity and truth. YAHAWAH being the true name of God Israel, YAHAWASHI being ugly called Jesus Christ, which from the true name is YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM meaning in the name of, and RAWCHAA, QADASH, translated Spirit, Holy Spirit. Shalom, Barakallah, Qaim, Shalom. Peace and blessings to hope like the nation Israel. So back again today with my video, and this one's going to be called Well Goddamn. All right. Well, actually it's gonna be called Civil War. And as you can see, I have an article here because recently, there's been a story developing that how Donald Trump is going to be elected this week, arrested this week, and is causing a bunch of uproars within the right wing of the Edomites. And this is what this article is about. It says Civil War, violent online threats surge ahead of possible Trump indictment. Okay, as America braces for what would be the first indictment of a former president in nation's history, a surge in threats and violent rhetoric has law enforcement officials alarmed by CBS News reports, right? Because Trump is the Edomites' last hope, man. Okay, he comes up with a very suave and smooth speaking. His phrase is what make America great again. Okay, so when Trump won, okay, a lot of fucking Jake were surprised. I remember going to school the next day because I was still in school. I was a senior in high school when Trump got elected. I remember it very vividly. Okay, and I was hanging around a bunch of 44. I was hanging around a bunch of Edomites at the time, and they all voted for Trump. Okay, they're 18, fresh up, and they got down with that, sentiment he had, which is what make America great again. Okay, and this is what these Edomites are trying to do. But you cannot heal Babylon, man. Okay. And now, since he's trying to run again in 2024, okay, there's controversy to his name. First and foremost, with the January 6th situation where they invaded the Capitol building, okay, but even more, okay, so I can keep on going. It says, intelligent sources told the news outlets that the threats are from violent domestic extremists in connection with potential indictments on Donald Trump. It looks like if I can see what this is about. It says just leads me to another article about bullshit. All right. Anywho, it says, but authorities have deemed not any specific threat to be credible, the report said. Online posts that include calling for a civil war. Okay, you understand that what a civil war is biblical. Okay, look at this Edamon. Word civil war on Edamon says battle among fellow citizens and within a community. Okay, and this is what is going to come to Babylon. Now, it's not going to be a giant line between fucking Florida and like Georgia, and they're fucking fighting on the damn line. You have a bunch of people from Georgia and a bunch of people from Florida, and you're just going head to head. Okay, the left versus the right, and so on. No, okay, it's going to be a small little, get-togethers like how the riots were. All right, going on in your local town. It's lucky for yawning. Like going on in your local town. Okay. His early use typical was in reference to ancient Rome, okay? Later in England to struggle between Parliament and Charles I, so on and so forth. But ancient Rome, keep that in mind because, right, we're living in, modern-day Rome, the modern-day Roman Empire, which is it came back as the image of the beast, okay? It says, online posts that include calling for a civil war that indicted Trump would be a red line. Let's look at that word, red line, because that's an interesting term. Look up. A red line. Drive with a car engine above that is rated. Refuse a loan. Cancel a project. The maximum number of revolutions per minute. Red line. Red line. Okay. Red line phrase. The red line, or to cross the red line, is a phrase used worldwide meaning a figure point of no return or land in the sign. Okay, yeah, so if they're saying if Trump gets elected, then it's fucking full on blast on these motherfucking left wing people, man. Okay, because the left wing, they go for all types of insane bullshit, but the right wing, it's more a little bit more biblical. But I mean, it's still, two horns. Okay, let me say that Revelations. Let's grab it right quick. This is Revelation 13, verse 11. And behold, and I beheld another beast come out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay, and two horns like a lamb is what the Democratic and Republican Party, and he spake as dragon, meaning what? He spake with a draconian law. Okay, but also as a damn serpent, man, as Esau always does. So he's here as a lamb. Okay, the Republican and Democratic parties. Okay, but with two horns, man. Okay, and there has the appearance of a lamb, man. Okay, they're speaking to the people all soft. Okay, they're plotting things such as, who's next leader and so on and so forth by ways of the, elites. I believe I'm right. Yeah, because the Republican Party is the patricians, and the Democratic Party is the plebeians. Okay, back in ancient Rome. Okay, so this is nothing new, man. Okay, and if they say there's a civil war back in Rome, then let's believe there's probably going to be a civil war back now because everything is reincarnated. Okay, and the civil war is what biblical. And I'm going to get into that as well. It says that would trigger more violence than the January 6th attack on the Capitol. The report said the threat most likely targeted large enforcement judges and government officials viewed as central to political persecution of Trump. And that is very biblical because we understand that in 2nd Ezra 15 chapter says that they should not regard their kings nor princes. This is 2nd Ezra 15 verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with plagues, and the punishment the Most High shall bring upon it, which comes also civil war. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and through a fearful constellation. Woe to the world. Sorry for yawning. It's kind of playing basketball. I'm pretty tired. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. Civil war, okay, all out chaos, okay, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, okay, and of course their actions shall stand in their power, okay, as you can see, that is a civil war, okay, and them taking up their kings and princes, man, or their political officials. Okay, it says online posts that include calling for a civil war that indicated Trump would be a red line. Okay, so damn, you cross that line, nigga, we're gonna go crazy. That would trigger more violence than the January 6th attack on the Capitol, the reporter said. And these Edomites, they mean it, man. Because why? Esau sees his kingdom falling, man, and he's gonna do whatever it takes to keep that power. What he doesn't understand is that is nothing more than big biblical prophecy. 2nd Ezra 6:9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So if that is the case, you have to understand that okay, if you're losing power, you would do whatever the hell you can do to keep it. That's why you have Esau trying to go to the bottom of the fucking ocean and so on and so forth to, break the deal. Well, not break the deal, but, secure the deal. The Most High made with him, saying, you can go to the bottom of the sea. I'll deal away with Israel and so on and so forth. That's written in the book of Jeremiah, I believe. Okay, the threats mostly targeted law enforcement judges, okay, their kings and nobles, okay, and the government officials viewed as central to a political persecution of Trump. Trump has done little to tamp down the rhetoric. Okay, yeah, because that's what he wants, man. Because he's working from with the international banking elite families. Okay, he is oh man, let's go Heat, man. It says he's just doing his job, man. Okay, and the rest of you fucking brain dead Edomites, you don't see that, but you're just going along with the plan of the Heavenly Father. So be it. Our Best Face January 6th rally organization coordinated with the White House and military Trump backers in all caps posted on Saturday on his Truth social website. Trump indicated that he would be arrested Tuesday in connection with the Manhattan investigation into alleged hush money payments for an adult film star, Stormy Daniels. Okay, The former president urged his supporters to rally on his behalf. It's time, Trump wrote. We just can't allow this anymore. They're killing our nation as we sit back and watch. We must save America. Protest, protest, protest. Oh my goodness. Okay. And that word protest, okay. An objection. Okay. So their objection to what their leader getting locked up. An exception, a complaint, disapproval, disagreement, opposition, challenge, dissent, demurral, remonstration, fuss, outcry. So they're outcrying because they what? They want to save, basically their king, man. Okay, Esau's king, man. Okay, Nero. Okay, it says we do not tolerate attempts to intimidate our office or threaten the rule of law in New York. Bragg wrote. Our law enforcement partners will ensure that any specific or credible threats against the office will be fully investigated, that proper safeguards are in place so all 1,600 of us have secure work environments. The New York case among 4 criminal investigations the former president is under. Okay. The former president is under. A Fulton County, Georgia grand jury is investigating Trump for election interference, and Department of Justice is conducting separate probes over handling of classic documents and Trump's role in January 6th attack on the Capitol. The U.S. Capitol Police in Washington, D.C. have planned to have additional staffing Tuesday and Wednesday, the reporter said. So, they beefed up their staff. Today is Wednesday. He hasn't got arrested yet, but they're also saying it could happen Thursday as well. So we got to keep an eye out because this is nothing more than biblical prophecy taking place. This is Satan, okay, divided against Satan. This is Mark 3, verse 22. And he called unto them and said unto them in a parable, how can Satan cast out Satan? Okay, like I said before, the Democratic and Republican Party, they're all working for one head. Okay, they're all the same fucking people. Okay, they're just doing what the elites want them to do. Okay, so the elites want this chaos. The elites want this civil war. Okay, the elites want you people in the streets of America going at it. Okay, and if his kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan shall rise up against raise up against himself, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And we're at the end of this damn devil's kingdom. This is why these prophecies are taking place, such as Egyptian against Egyptian. This is certain things that YAHAWASHI, okay, the Son of the Heavenly Father, who even calls Jesus Christ, spoke about when he was here upon the earth. This is Matthew 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, and we're very close to the end, but it's not yet. Okay, that's why Scripture talk about he that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. We're just waiting on our Lord. Okay, but certain prophecies have to come to pass, such as the MOTB, race wars, civil wars. Okay, World War III, and so on and so forth, which is really the end all be all prophecy. Okay, besides the MOTB. Okay, the famine of the word and such, so on and so forth. For nation, the persecution of the prophets. For nation shall rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes. So there should be famines, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay, so there's going to be earthquakes, diverse places, and what? Nation rising against nation. What is the nation that's rising against nation? Okay, because Jake might even join in on these race wars as well. Because there are a lot of Negroes who vote for Trump, which I don't have a problem with Trump. I'm just not going to put a fucking heathen over me. I like, certain things he does. The prices were a lot lower when he was in office, but, Jake likes Biden as well. Okay, so I expect to see Jake in the crowds and fucking getting their head beat the fuck up, okay? But it's Edomites who are on both sides, man. It's going to be a great thing, man. Keep your eye out. Okay, because I remember when the riots first happened, okay, it was the fucking cops versus fucking 20 Jakes at a time. Okay, but the cops are whooping their ass. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the hell is actually going to go on, because with the civil war, it's not only going to be both left and right. You're going to have police out there as well. Okay, it's going to be total chaos. And elite bankers are going to be ordered through it, order out of chaos, you see. This is Habakkuk 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And these prophecies are no longer tarrying, such as a race war, such as a division among the people. This is Luke 12 verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on the earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. Okay, for For from hence there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3. Okay? The father shall be divided against and the son against the father, and the mother against the daughter against the mother, and the mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And this is the average Edomite home nowadays, because you have a lot of the younger crowd. They're more on the left hand, man. Okay, they're more for the no, they're all going for spiritual demon Satan. Okay, Edomite, but they are more on the left wing of things. Okay, they go for the the libertarian or the Democratic Party or so on and so forth, while their parents are more of a Republican, and they're more of a yeehaw kind of American, man. Okay, so there's division, man. And Yahawashi spoke about these things. It is ultimately going to lead to what? A race war, man. It is Isaiah 19 verse 1, the burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord Yahawah will ride upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight. The word fight there is to battle, make war, to engage in battle. Okay, so they're gonna be fighting, man. Okay, they're trying to overcome one another. Okay, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. The spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek after their idols and to their charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to wizards. Okay, so Heavenly Father's going to make the spirit of Egypt to fail, man. Okay, because the grinding's already low. These people, man, they're already sick, fucking tired of their life, man. Okay. And worst comes to worst, or best comes to best, they're going to be in the fucking streets going crazy, man. Okay, rioting, okay, coming against their government, and all types of shit like that, man, which is just the beginning of sorrows. But with that, I'm going to say shalom, and call Yahawah, BAHASHAM, HALAL, BAHASHAM, QADASH, and shalom, Akim, shalom, shalom.